What's going on all? I see the spinning wheel here. Um, it looks like things are back. Looks like we're good to go. I don't know. I saw that it was kind of thinking for a bit, but good to see you all. How's it going, Pat and Zenial? Good to see you in here. Keith, what's up? Clinton, welcome in. Yeah. So I definitely have to say, thanks, Keith. I wish I could use my Jedi powers to, make me feel better here. I do need to change up the camera a little bit, so let me do that. But while I'm doing that, I will say I was thinking of canceling just because I'm very congested still. It's kind of difficult to talk, so I'm doing my best. I felt like I had enough energy to be here. I really wanted to say hi to you and talk about the draft and everything going on. Oh, well, thanks, Danielle. I feel like I'm having to, it is very hard for me to breathe when I'm talking, so I feel like I'm really having to work to say things. But, yeah, very congested, still recovering. My energy has been very low, so I feel better today, but if I make mistakes, you can blame it on the sickness. That's the issue. I will say because of being sick though, I haven't finished all of the packaging from last week, so that should go out probably later today, and I'll try to add today's stuff, whatever you run today too. I'll try to add that stuff into it also, but yeah, just wanted to let you know. I didn't forget. It's still coming out. This has been a rough week, so it will get out to you shortly. That being said, I'm very happy today to have Star Wars in here. Now, I do have a full box of Masterwork, but if you look at the Star Wars break, there's only going to be one mini box from this one that's going to go into this break. We are going to randomize that at the beginning just to see which mini box we're going to do this one with. And but then we have 23 and 24 chrome black, and we have a Star Wars high tech. So it should be a fun break, but it's not going to be this full box, in case you were wondering. It's going to be one of these four, and then there will be more Star Wars to come, especially since May the 4th is coming up. Gotta have a Star Wars Day boxes. That is very much a requirement. So you can guarantee that we will be having that. How's it going, Bojarg? Jeff hungover? Awesome, Zennial. Yeah. Yeah. I saw those. I thought they were kind of fun. So I was happy to have those. How's it going, Dan? Freeway, I hope you're doing well in here, Freeway. Kent, good to see you. I hope all of you are doing very well. Good to have you in the chat. I am excited because I'm trying to remember who was it. Snips last week? Snips, I don't know if you're in here yet, but or maybe it was Jared. It might have been Jared that said that the Panini Prospects blaster cases are up on Steel City. Those were very hard to find last time, so I do have another case of those. There is a blaster break up there. We're only doing a half case, but I changed it up so that every spot does have a chance at a Kaboom. So we do have a half case up there where maybe you can hit one of those. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how many cases until we get a Kaboom. Maybe it's one every other case. I don't know. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to find out. Zennial, I don't know. I kind of don't really want the Patriots to take Sanders. I don't think that his play style is going to translate very well to the NFL, honestly. Sure, a great college player, not, but I think he's going to be kind of like Reggie Bush, just amazing, amazing athlete, really good talent, of course, but some people just don't have the size to make it to the professional level. And I kind of think that Shadur is going to be along those lines. I still think he's a great athlete, great player. I just don't think that his game is going to translate into the NFL very well. Uh, just my take. But at least Kyler though is kind of stocky, you know. Shadur is just like a stick. I feel like Shadur's kind of like RG3. Good player, but again, he had a very short career in the NFL because I think he's just going to break. Just my opinion. Take it for what it will, and maybe I'll be wrong. Not that I hope that anybody gets hurt or things like that. That is just what I think is going to happen. I hope that we can run the Star Wars today, Keith. That would be awesome. Bojar, you got high-numbered autos and stuff for 200? Like, you made a good deal on it, or? I'm kind of confused, Bojarg. Oh, they offered $200 to you for all of that stuff? I see. You know, that's hard to say without what's in it. 200 is probably pretty low though. I mean, $200? Yikes. I probably wouldn't go back to that LCS. That's just me, but that's a very, very low offer. Huh. I don't know. Zennial, I will just be honest. I am trying to fully avoid Whatnot. I have tried it twice in the past, and I just didn't like it. And I don't plan to go back. I don't enjoy anything about Whatnot. And I know that that's where Philly is going now to do a few of their breaks, but I just don't want anything to do with Whatnot. I didn't like a lot about it. I didn't like the community that was there, especially all the people, buyers and sellers, didn't like any of that. I didn't like the way that the system was set up, and I just did not have a good time there. So didn't really think that it was super fun, and I don't plan to go back to it. Was not a fan. I don't know. I was wondering if you switched accounts or something. Did you switch accounts? How's it going, Couch? Now you're back to Zennial. Did you switch your accounts or something? I don't know. That's really weird then. I've never seen that happen before. See, Jeff, that's kind of how I feel too. Just overall bad experiences, people sending things or taking forever to send things, and oh yeah, sorry, we meant to get this out, and I just didn't like anything about it. So I don't plan to ever go back to Whatnot. That's very weird, Zennial. I was wondering what happened. I was like, oh, okay, you switched your account. Kent recently, not anything major. Like I got a few base cards, but I haven't gotten any major pickups or anything. I am not since the last card show. I don't know if you saw any of the pickups from my last card show, Kent, but I would say that was the last big pickups for any Orioles or Patriots cards. I'm hoping that the next one I can probably pick up a lot more Patriots, especially after the draft. We'll see what happens and how that all goes, but yeah. I mean, Zennial, you're free to do what you want, and you could definitely give Whatnot a try. I'm just saying, for me personally, the way that both buyers and sellers acted in there, they were just rude. The sellers just yelling at people, buyers just making fun, teasing each other. I don't know, just there was not anything pleasant about it. I'll just say like that. Now, there's probably good channels out there. I will say that, but the majority of the people on Whatnot, I just didn't enjoy the community at all. I didn't like it. Yeah, that's kind of crazy too, Jeff. You are welcome, Bojard. Yeah, so I will say, because I don't think you were in here last week, I am trying to do something so that I can do better auctions, because we did run an auction on Shopify last week. It was better than the last time we tried it, but there's still quite a few bugs to it. So I am working on something that I'm hoping will kind of come through pretty soon. It's an auction type thing, but it's not Whatnot. So we'll see how it all works. I don't know exactly when that's going to go through or anything like that, but I do think that it's going to be better than Whatnot is. So I am looking forward to that part, because none of us, if you guys want to be a part of those kind of like auction style streams, I do think that it's going to be better than Whatnot is. And I feel like personally, it is a bit more trustworthy. I'm still kind of getting the feel for it to see how that community and how everything works there, but we'll see. How's it going, Tina? Welcome in. Right, Ken? Yeah, the base cards, there hasn't been a whole lot that came out recently. I did open some Optic, trying to get it downtown, trying to get something crazy, but unfortunately, just hasn't happened. Not yet. Not yet. I will say that. Yeah, right, Clinton? So that's a whole other, like, I guess, a political side of it. If you want to get into things like that, if you do choose to, or they want you to, like Sky B to, you kind of have to play by their rules as far as things go, which they're not all bad, but I don't know. I have my channel here. We get to do what we feel like. Yes, YouTube has policies, but I feel like their policies are more to make an enjoyable and pleasant streaming experience. So that's what I like, and so that's why we're here. Hey, nice. There you go, Jeff. That's cool. I feel the same way, Bojarg. Same thoughts. I still like watching all of the other channels that are on Whatnot. I like watching their YouTube things, seeing their videos, their shorts, whatever, but I just will never go back to Whatnot. Other people like it. Other people have fun. That's fine, but I'm kind of out as far as that goes. Well, hey, good luck, Jeff. 17-year-old kid. That's pretty good if he did that well in the draft. You too, but good luck. For our breaks, let's see. So there is the half case of the Panini Prospects Blasters again. We have that up there. 14 spots left in that one. Every spot does have a Kaboom. It's a tiered random. We have our Star Wars up there. 12 full, 15 fillers in that one. We have round 2 of bracket breaks. We have the second one up there. There's 4 spots, and then we have the bottom half of that bracket. So we do need to try to fill that one in order to get to the finals, but we are moving along on our bracket breaks. Let's see. Let me show you. We're going to talk about the baseball one just so that you guys can see. So for baseball, we have the Kabooms, the teams with a Kaboom, the teams with no Kaboom over here. Now, I will say Roki Sasaki is going to be randomed to everybody in the chat. So if we do get one of his Kabooms, everybody's got a shot at it. But these are the teams that do have a Kaboom. These are the teams over here that don't. And yeah. So you will get one of these teams and one of these teams. This is a 15 spot break. You get 2 teams, $32, and hopefully a Kaboom. We're going to see how many we can get, how many cases we can get through before it gets either boring or until we hit a Kaboom. If we get another Kaboom, then maybe we'll get another case. How's it going, Kendrick? Welcome in. Of your round 2 mock draft? Okay. Do you have to submit those lists, Jeff? Is that how you had to do it the first time too? Just who's gonna pick what? That looks like a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. That looks like a lot of work. So good luck. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun way to do the baseball one. So there's 14 spots there. And if we can get through Zennial, I see you asking about the bracket break, so let me show you that one too. So if you're new to bracket breaks, you have the chance, you buy in early. So the first round here is going to be the lowest price. That's why I tell people, I know this first round, $35 left side 2 hobby hoops blasters seems like a terrible deal. I get it. But you have 20% chance to move on. So the high and the low number serial card do move on to the second round. From here, we have 4 spots, so 6 available for purchase. But these 4 spots all moved on from the first round. They get a spot in the second round break. If you get the high-low or in the second round, then you move on to the third round. If you get the high-low here, then you go to the last round. So you do have a chance. We have had people buy in at this amount here and go through each of these breaks, getting the high or the low serial and making it all the way to the final. It has happened. It's a chance. It's a small chance, but it does happen. And then in this last round, we are giving away to the high and the low number a personal box of Totally Certified for Basketball and a personal box of Donruss International. So 2 of those up for grabs. Last time we did our bracket break, MG, he won both the high and the low serial, and he took all of the boxes to himself. So great win there. Had an awesome, just awesome opening that he posted on IG. So that was pretty cool to see too. If you have questions, just let me know. But yeah, I thought it's kind of fun. So yeah, Zennial, if you buy in for $35, if you get lucky enough, you could buy in for $35, be a part of the first break, second break, third break, and fourth break. And you could walk away with as the winner. But that's one of the risks. I just thought it was kind of fun way to do things, just to be able to give people a cheaper option. It does take a lot of luck, but that way you can get into 4 different breaks for $35. You just have to be lucky. But yeah, fun stuff. This is the one that is posted currently. So JTS and Dwayne moving on, Adam S and MG moving on, and then Adam got a couple other spots. And actually, so I think I forgot to show you guys this last time too, but Adam, so he bought spots too, but he also had 2 of those spots moving forward. So high number going from the first round, he's now into the third round. So fun stuff. We'll see if somebody else can do that. I have news. So I'm just looking at some One Piece here. If you all are interested in One Piece, so originally today was supposed to be the release day for EBO2 or Extra Booster number 2. However, it has gotten delayed, and then it got delayed again. So now it's not going to release until May 9th is what it says. I'm gonna say I hope that's what it is at this point. It'd be awesome to have it by my birthday or for my birthday, especially as part of the stream. But we're kind of just waiting. I don't know when it's going to be here or anything like that. So it's up in the air. I do want to run some One Piece again. So whenever those boxes do get in, we will run those boxes. But in the meantime, I was thinking I'd try to find another premium booster if I can, and we'll try to hit a God pack. Might as well. How's it going, AJ? How does everybody feel so far about the draft? Do you feel like your team has made good choices? Are you happy with how things are looking? I will say for me personally, as a Patriots fan, it took 3 years, but we finally have some quarterback protection. They did draft an offensive lineman. Very happy to see it. I was actually reading an article about it. The reason that they chose to draft him is because when they were just kind of having him for a visit to see how things are going, they put him up against Mike Vrabel and he knocked Mike Vrabel over. And so from that moment on, apparently that image just stuck with the Patriots coaches. They're like, no, we got to get that guy. And so that's how they ended up drafting him. I thought it was kind of funny. That'll be fun, right, Daniel? How's it going, Duck? Yeah, this is not quite a shoot 'em up show unless you count Star Wars when they use their blasters. You know, kind of like it when they have their lasers firing, but not quite shoot 'em up. I'm gonna try my best not to cough very often, so I have lots of water here. But like I said, lots of congestion today. I'm definitely gonna send it off for grading, Jack. You can bet that. It only took 19 days, right? Only 19 days. I hope we see another one or two, maybe a parallel, something like that. But yeah, it was funny because I didn't even open, because you messaged me and I didn't even open that day's stuff until after. Sounds good. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Daniel. But yeah, I didn't even open that day until after you had messaged. So I went and recorded right after, and I was like, well, there it is. Would you look at that? But I thought it was funny, made me laugh because you had just said, oh, that seems like every day you're just a little more sad. And then, well, not that day. If you guys want, so the case is sealed, but I also wanted to order some just like random boxes of these because I wanted to open one. So we're going to open this one here because I really want to get a Kaboom or an autograph of Travis Bazzana. So that's what we're going to try to do right now. This is the product that we have full case of. right now listed as a half case. It is sealed, so you will get the first 10 boxes of the case. If you can find any, Duck, the only place that I've found even blasters or megas is online. My stores, they don't get anything, so that is the best that I have to offer. If you can find it, congrats, I guess. Very nice, Bocharg. Didn't you do that last week? Still, either way, cute puppy. He looks like he is going to be a very big dog, though. Let's see. Kadeem Dia, Cade Kuehler. How about an Ethan Solis? Nice. And Michael Massey. Really want to see Travis Bazzana, particularly an auto. We got Silas Arduin. Arduin. I don't know how you say his name actually. Sean Keys. Rhett Lauder. And Bryce Eldridge. 75 out of 199. I like these a lot. These, since Bowman has not been out, this has been my favorite product to open for baseball this year. I know it's Panini, but I love it. Going at prospect hunting, trying to get the people, actually, Bazzana is not even in Bowman, so because that's who I'm going after here, I really like this product. Cam Smith, JD Dix, David Shields, and Johnny Farmello. One thing that I did see that Topps posted, though, for Bowman this year, the spotlight cards, they're actually not just for prospects. They're also for veteran players. So I think that's kind of fun. I feel like that would be a lot, Doug. I don't know if that would have been possible to make it through tonight if that was happening. Right, Kent? Adrian Santana, Tommy White, Carson Roccaforte. That's going to be our auto. I know Optic hobby boxes this year are crazy. $8.50, so much. I will say I've seen a few boxes. We haven't seen like they did last year, where some of the boxes had like 5 downtowns in them. But there have been boxes that have had more than, I think you're supposed to get 2 autographs. Some of the boxes have had more than that. Chase Davis, Kendall George, Drew Beam, and Tink Hintz. And our last pack. Sounds good, Jeff. Blake Dunn, Dylan Cruz, Jacob Mizorowski, 218 out of 299, and Brando Maea. Unfortunately, our autograph was not Travis Bazzana, but these boxes, I love opening these. They had optic basketball boxes. That's a very old kind of restock product. Very interesting. Oh, if you all are members, check your emotes because there are 2 new emotes. We've needed these for a while, so I thought now was a good time to add them. But I thought it was kind of fun. Hopefully it's easier for you to see. We have the bounty emote. It's hard to see that one. Might have to change it up, but it's a wanted poster, wanted number XX. And the last one, we got the little smiley face sweating, the sweat emote, just for those cards that we just have to marinate for a little bit to hope we get a good team. I'm actually hoping we can get through this second round of the bracket break, because once we run that, we get into round 3, and that is the first place, or the first round that we have our totally certified premium boxes, and I cannot wait to open those. I feel like we are due for a 1 of 1 out of those. We've opened enough of them. I just think that it should be our time to get one now. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Feel like we're gonna do, I don't know how many people are in here, but we are gonna do a giveaway for one of the Star Wars fillers. So let's head to Nightbot. Chat is disabled? What does that mean? Why does it say that? Okay, that's better. Star Wars exclamation. Go ahead, type that into chat. We'll give you a few minutes here just to get that entered. And then we'll do a long race. I really wish that I had some more optic football though. I know we did that kind of like fun version of a box battle on the last stream. I want to do that again. I would love to be able to get a case of the blasters or the megas or something like that just to run those. I don't know if I'll be able to find those at a decent price. I saw some places were selling the blasters for $90 a blaster. Not the mega, the blaster. I thought it was crazy. 90 out of 140. What does that mean, Bojarg? At flea markets too? Yeah, $90 for a blaster though. I was like, I get that these are the new popular thing. Oh, okay, 140 for a mega. Really? $90 for a blaster though. Why? I know that they're popular. You can get the downtowns, the uptowns. They do have one of ones in them, so there's that also, but $90? You better guarantee me a hit if you're gonna charge that price. That's crazy. How's it going, Josh? Welcome in. MG, James T, Jana. Good to see you, Jana. We know that Jana's in this race, so we'll see if she continues her winning streak. What, we have 11 entries? All right. You guys are in here. Maybe we should have made the code early bird. Let's go ahead, copy these over, and we'll get you all entered. First race of the day. I checked our local place yesterday, Josh. Nothing. They actually had really almost nothing. The only thing they had was basketball, like Prism Megas. So those could have been fun, but that was what they had, was basketball Prism Megas. No optic, everything else was gone. How's it going? Easy, welcome in. Let's do a 5-minute race just to get things going. Yeah, lots of basketball, right? Yeah, we didn't even have Zenith football. They had, and they didn't have, well, they did have fat packs, or so they had those, and then they had the Prism Megas also. No blasters. I was hoping they would have some blasters so we could do a manga hunt, but didn't have that either. It's a lot better this year than it used to be, AJ. Right, Duck? Quick, grab it. Break the steering arms of her jetpack there. Well, Jeff, you're the one that chose to leave. Just saying. Exactly, AJ. That's what I was thinking too. I know, Josh. I feel the same. Can't you just let us hit one $3,000 card from a $30 blaster? It doesn't seem like it should be that much to ask. Just looking for a Wimby manga. Nothing crazy. Oh, Bojarg, that reminds me. I am super excited. You guys know I love tennis. I know. I'm gonna nerd out on tennis for a minute here because I can. But the week after my birthday, they are having the Royalty Tennis. That set looks so good. I cannot wait for that tennis set. We saw it for UFC. I'm pretty sure they did it for WWE too, but it is coming out for tennis. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I can't wait. Whatever it is, I'm going to get one box. We'll see about getting anything else, but I can't wait for that product. It looks so good. That was awesome, though, Bojarg. That was such a good story. I loved when you sent that, pulling the JJ downtown out of one pack. Well, so awesome. 45 seconds left to go. We got Kendrick back at the back here. MG's back there. Looks like Keith is pretty close behind too. Maybe saving those jetpack boosters for the end. It was a sympathy pack, Jeff. my my fault, Bojarg. How's it going, James? James hoping, James pushing, Rasani coming through at the end. Rasani. It was from me. It was from one of my football breaks. Nice, Josh. Congratulations, Rasani. You are going to get a filler into the Star Wars break. $22 in here. What do we want to run? We got 4 in the round 2 bracket break. We have still 12 full spots for Star Wars, 14 fillers. We have 14 full spots for our Kaboom chase out of baseball. I will do my best, Jeff. No guarantees. Go to this one. So round 3 or round 2B, second break of round 2. That one is definitely the closest. We are down to 4 in that one. But break E is up there, so we do need to fill the bottom half of our bracket break in order to make it all the way to the final. So we're waiting to get that one going too. Let's see, almost 3 o'clock. We'll see what we can get going here, what one starts to move the most, and we'll start getting, as we get closer, we'll see what we can do to get one of those running. And AJ, no, it was just a blaster. Just a blaster pack. I clearly picked the wrong Donruss blaster for the Wife Wars battle. I needed the one with the JJ McCarthy downtown in it. "21 people in here right now, though. I appreciate you all in here. If you are watching, please hit the like button because we're at 20 likes, it looks like. So let's see if we can get those likes up, get them at least to 25. That would be awesome. AJ, you voted against me today. I hit the only card over $3 and then you voted for Stacy. What do I have to do to win? I mean, Stacy did hit the biggest card in all of our Wife Wars battles, though. That Jackson Holiday to 15. I don't know. I hope we beat it soon, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Probably a while would be my guess. I thought I had it sitting here, but I guess not. I mean, Ken AJ voted for her. I know, I was so surprised. It's so cool, too. Out of all of the parallels that it could have been, to be the black and orange lava for the Orioles of Jackson Holiday, I was like, what? No way. Just, that was the most memorable pull out of Wife Wars. That was such a good video. That was a fun day. I did not care to lose that day. That was awesome. You know what we're gonna do? 255. We got 20 in here, 22 likes. That's a good number. Good number. So we're gonna do How's it going, Bob's Ball Cards? Welcome in. Good to see you. All right, we have a flash sale coming up for 22 minutes only. 22 minutes. And it is going to be you know what? We're just going to put it on everything. 22 minutes for everything in the store, 22% off. Just because 22 was a good number here, that's what we had going. 22-minute sale, automatic discount, 22% off. Happy Friday, Bob. Bob's Ball Cards. 22%, 22 minutes. That'll put us about 3:20 Pacific time. I don't know what that comes out to, but probably some random number. 22% off in the store for 22 minutes. I hope all of you are staying healthy, by the way. I know I said it earlier, been sick. You know, I did think about canceling today. I feel okay, like I can make it through this, but it's been rough. And yeah, so we'll see what we can get through. I'm always happy to run as long as we have to. If you guys want to run through all of these breaks, I'll see how I feel. But yeah, it's not fun. So I'm hoping that you all are staying healthy. I know JTS was sick. Quite a few other people have been sick this week. I think Lively said he was too, so kids, they share everything, just not the stuff you want them to share. I'm glad it's the weekend, though. I will say that. I need as much rest as I can get. Thank you, Keith. Thanks for hopping in. Josh, absolutely. Hey, if you feel like eating birthday cake, go eat your birthday cake. Like, I can tell you the way I feel right now, I certainly don't feel like eating birthday cake. Well, thank you all. Looks like a few people are jumping in for Star Wars. So let's see if we can get this Star Wars going. Now, again, this box is sitting up here. There are 4 mini boxes inside. In this Star Wars break, only one of these boxes is going to be part of it. So we do have Star Wars High Tech. We have 2023 Star Wars Black. And we have 2024 Star Wars Black. All of those, and then one of the mini boxes from inside. That'd be kind of fun. And hopefully, well, I won't say hopefully, I will make sure that my nose does not run all over the cards, because wouldn't you guys just love that? I won't share those kind of germs with you the way the kids do with me. Two sketches per master box, Josh? Nice. Relic cards, sketch cards, and more. Again, in the store. $22% off at 22 minutes. That will end at 3:20 Pacific time. So 18 more minutes. Thanks, Bobs. Hey, thanks for tuning in and saying hi. I hope you're having a good Friday. Oh my gosh. Really, AJ? Oh, that is disgusting. Gross. Yeah, the things that kids do. Just the things that they do. I don't even know what to say. That's so gross. Of course, then they want to know, why do they get sick? Why am I sick? I don't like to be sick. Well, kid, guess what? Neither do I. Now you shared. And the reason you're sick is because you go around licking Chuck E. Cheese floors. How if you don't do that? Few orders coming in here. We have, let's see, we got 11 full spots for Star Wars, 6 fillers there. I can put up some more fillers if we sell those out. We have 10 full in the break E of the bracket breaks. Round 2 break B, we have 3 spots there. 12 spots left in baseball. Oh my gosh. Kids. You know, it gets harder as they get older, right? Easy. But the time they hit 37 and they're at least advanced enough to lick the stairs and stuff. Draft in 55 minutes. Draft is moving on in. Let's see if we can get one running. We'll hang out for the draft for a bit anyway. But we'll see if we can get one running. Looks like maybe the Star Wars, we're down to 5 fillers. 11 full spots, 5 fillers for Star Wars. There. Nice, Jeff. Jeff has his setup going. Hey, you barbecuing anything for dinner? You got the full setup rocking? Hopefully you got a little drink holder on your tray there too. Awesome. Hey, thank you, Bob. We got 2 to give away. 2 to chat. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in and thank you for doing that. We got 2 Star Wars things to give away, so let's see if we can get that one running. If these fillers do sell out, I can always put up some more. You know what's funny, Jeff? My kids, because it's getting like I needed to till up the garden and everything, since they knew that we had done some yard work, they're like, when do we get to have BLTs? Those fresh grown tomatoes, the fresh lettuce, just go out to the garden and pick it. And man, those are the best BLTs, especially if you can have fresh homemade bread. Nothing like that. That kind of sandwich right there, that is the best thing on the planet. No worries. Hey, appreciated. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for giving some away. I will mark that down. That is awesome of you. So thank you so much. Make sure I mark those so I know where to send them. There we go. Right? Me too. I wish. I mean, they keep asking for like a week since we've been doing all the yard work. Can we have BLTs now? Can we have BLTs now? Not yet. I wish that the plants would be ready that quickly, but homemade bread, fresh tomatoes from the garden, fresh lettuce from the garden. If you want a BLT, that's the way to do it. I don't have any pigs out back, but if you could do fresh bacon too, I'm sure that would be even better. Nice. There you go, Jeff. So AJ, I very much like my homemade salsa because, you know, being Mexican, love spicy stuff. So we always have peppers, usually multiple kinds. I usually have, absolutely, you have to have jalapeno. So we do jalapeno, habanero. I always like to add Anaheim just because I feel like it gives it a little bit of a special kick to it. But then kind of change it up. Being in Oregon, it just depends on what's available. There's not a lot here, and some peppers just don't do very well here. So the last one will usually just depend on that. Like, well, whatever they have available, that's what I'll go with. But those three are the basis of things. And then we'll do onions and lettuce. If I can get cilantro to keep growing, I'll always have some cilantro. I was thinking about doing some potatoes this year. Haven't ever grown potatoes before, but I think that would be fun. You guys can blame me for that too, I guess. You know, the same way Mark O blames me for hitting all those Caleb Williams cards, but whatever. I'll take the blame. Nice, Jeff. There you go. Yeah, the onions are tough. For me, the hard part, the crispness of the onions. Usually when I grow them myself, they don't get as big, and I usually have to cut a lot of the outer layers off just because they get kind of squishy. They don't have that crispness to it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with them. If there's some special way that you have to grow onions or something, but yeah. There you go, AJ. We'll start a new channel. So we have 3 fillers left for Star Wars, 11 full spots. You know, I'm gonna actually like this. Take a couple there. And there we go. Um, Come on, there we go. So we have 9 full spots and 7 fillers left. Yeah, 22% off, 6 minutes to go. AJ, that's so funny. So did Stacy. She killed a cactus too. She very much admits that she has the black thumb, and I am, you know, if I am the one that manages the garden, if I can have my fresh tomatoes that are not from the store, I'm okay with that. I am okay managing the garden. For me, you just cannot replace homegrown garden fresh tomatoes. If that was the only thing I grew, that would be the only thing I grew. right? Way more flavor, so much more juicy. What kind of tomatoes do you grow, Jeff? I always have to have beefsteak. That is one of the #1 tomatoes. That's what we use for the BLTs. They're just, especially the heirlooms, the heirloom beefsteak tomatoes, they just cover the entire bread for the sandwich. So we always have to have some of those. Then we'll usually have like Marzano tomatoes. We do have Roma sometimes also, but we just try to make sure that we have all of that stuff in there. And if nothing else, we have tomatoes. That's the only way to do it. They are easy. They are so flavorful. Just they get so big too. You only need a couple slices. It covers the whole piece of bread. You can just, oh, they're just delicious. That's what is perfect for BLTs. Yeah, we do aromas and Marzanos. AJ, you like the cherry tomatoes? Have you had the pear tomatoes? That's our kids' favorite snack. Just getting the cherry or grape tomatoes or something like that. Duck Dodgers, I'm not a fan of tomatoes. Not a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't like tomatoes. Exactly, Bojarg. Yep. The beefsteak tomatoes. So good. We got 2 minutes left. If you want 22% off, that discount is about to expire. If you got your spot, good luck. And if you got a filler with it, I hope that one hits too. Good luck there. Yeah, I think those are the ones, Jeff. Usually when we buy them from up here, they're they're called pear tomatoes. But I do think I've seen them as yellow pearls. Hawaiian pizza is not pizza. One minute to go. 1 minute and that discount is over. You eat all the kinds of cheese in Wisconsin, right? Floor cheese, kitchen cheese. If there's cheese, that's what you have. So I was thinking of saving this because I just have one. Just have one of them. We were going to run these. There was only one available, so we didn't run one as a box battle. But we're going to open this. I'd love to see one of those rookie penmanships. But most of all, I want to see this right there, a manga. You'd think we're opening One Piece, but we're not. We are going for our manga. Come on, Prism. See it now? Does it even say? Oh, way down here. Sublime in manga. Here we go. Come on, manga. I mean, who should we get? If you're in the chat, we're going for a manga. What manga do we want? There's Wimby. I think, personally, who do I want? Steph Curry. That's what I'm going to say. I want a Steph Curry manga. Let's see if we can make it happen. Rasani's calling the Jokic manga. That would be not a bad one, too. Cam Whitmore. Aaron Gordon. Yves Missy. Jaron Holmes. Tristan Da Silva. Peyton Watson. DeMar DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard. Mikal Bridges, my favorite player. I wish he had a manga, honestly. And Grayson Allen. Ooh, a Connect manga. There you go, Josh. Wow, these cards are stuck together. Robert Williams, we're going to go actually from the back. Jason Tatum. Michael Porter Jr. Domantas Sabonis. Robert Williams. Paolo Banchero. Brandon Roy. Tristan Da Silva. Duncan Robinson. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Derek Lively II on the silver. Manga, where you at? Sadiq Bey, Jamal Murray, Jaren Jackson Jr., Zach Collins, Bronny James Jr., Cam Spencer, Isaiah Stewart, Jimmy Butler, Dyson Daniels, nice little team color here, and Jalen Brunson Silver. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, there we go. This surface is destroyed. No wonder they're all stuck together. Look at that. Looks like it's coming off, but I don't know what they put on the cards. That's crazy. Maybe I don't want to know what they put on the cards. Cam Reddish, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Carmelo Anthony, Antonio Reeves. Oh my gosh. Trey Mann, Torian Prince, Devin Booker. Well, there's a Dalton Connect, Josh. Almost. We got a Dalton Connect. 2 more packs. Or maybe not. This one doesn't want to open. Maybe that's the one the manga's in. Cade Cunningham, Tyler Hero, Fred VanVleet, Yusuf Nurkic, Jeremy Grant, Jason Williams, aka White Chocolates, Al Horford, Eamon Thompson, Rudy Gobert, and how about that? There's a Nikola Jokic. Nokic, you know, that guy. The green dominance. These look so much better than the regular silver. You can actually see dominance written out there. That's nice. Last pack. Will we see last pack magic? Mark Williams, Rui Hachimura, Colin Sexton, Brandon Miller, Nikola Vucevic, John Collins, Jaden McDaniels, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, and Anthony Edwards. No manga, unfortunately. But hey, we got some nice stuff. That is probably my favorite one right there. Nice Jalen Brunson. I just think the greens look better. Couple rookies. Nothing crazy though. That's a nice one. Hey, all that means is that I left the mangas out there somewhere at your local shop for all of you to pull, because I did not have one. I am trying my best not to cough. I do apologize. I see a couple baseball spots going. And looks like more Star Wars. What are we down to? 8 full-in Star Wars and 11 fillers. 10 left in the Panini half case baseball. 3 left in the second round of bracket breaks. And then 10 left in the bottom half of the bracket breaks. We do have 2 spots going to chat, courtesy of Bob's Ball Cards also. So thank you, Bob. Yeah, I know, I tried, right? We are getting there. How many likes are we at? What are we down to now? 23. If you are just tuning in, please hit that like button. Let's see if we can get that one going. While we're waiting, let's do if anyone is interested I do it for the cost plus $5, $30 if you want one of these, but I'm gonna go grab something so we can randomize these packs when the time comes. And let's do a race. We'll do a race here. This race, you know, Star Wars looks like it's gonna go, so I'm just gonna do another filler for Star Wars. That's what we're gonna do. And let's type in, let's just type in sketch. Let's hope we see a sketch card. Beefsteak. Close, Jeff. You almost got it. I see 15 viewers, only 8 entries. Make sure make sure you get yourself entered. Why is this not pulling everybody through, though? That's the question. There we go. I guess it was just weird. I guess it was just kind of down for the count for a bit. How's it going, Tyler and Vic? Welcome in. Let's go ahead. We'll get you all copied over. Nice. There you go. Hey, happy beginning of your weekend, Tyler. There you go, Dan. Hoping for good luck, but, you know, helping support other people too. We'll see what happens. You know, Dan, since you're hoping, I'm going to let you call the race. What kind of race do you want, Dan? Just scroll through the list pretty slowly here. Which race would you like to see? I know, right, Tyler? Whatever happens after this, I'm just going to say I'm happy that the Patriots have an offensive lineman, so that makes me happy. Ski race, here we go. 5 times on the shuffle. Winner is going to get a filler for Star Wars. Good luck. I know, Dan, right? I am so happy that that finally happened. It took 3 years before they did anything about it. I'm just happy that it finally happened. I can't believe it took so long, but I don't feel so bad having Drake May back there now. He's not going to be broken. So, it was good to see. If that was the only pick that the Patriots had for this draft, I would be okay with that. I would like to see them get another. They got Stephon Diggs, which is great, but I would like to see them get another receiver now too. Yeah, there you go, Tyler. "30 seconds. Who's gonna take it?" There you go, AJ. Been training your whole life. Let's see that final finish right at the end here. Make that push. Now's your chance. MG and Dan both going to the finish. Looks like MG is going to take it. Dan, number 2. So close, Dan. So close. There you go, MG. Congrats. MG, I don't know how big of a fan you are for Star Wars. I know you're always getting into the sports ones, but I don't know if I've seen you do Star Wars. I hope you still like it, but congrats on that one. I don't know how many of you play any kind of dice game, especially Dungeons and Dragons, but we got a 4-sided die right here. So when it comes time, this is what we're going to use to choose which box comes out of here. Where's Emma today? We haven't seen Emma. There you go, Kronk. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Punch the dragon. Can you imagine, AJ? You know, you're just going to go against a dragon now. I hope you brought your sword. No, I forgot it. All right, well, Leroy Jenkins. Okay, there you go. Well, hey, I hope you hit your favorite character then. It's what we can hope for, right? Are you light side or dark side, MG? Okay, there you go. That's a nice little neutral place to be. I mean, I think even people who say that they're light side, though, like me, I'm going to say light side, but you cannot deny that Darth Vader is the coolest of all. Luke Skywalker, awesome. Yoda, awesome. But Darth Vader, like, it's Darth Vader. Come on. I guess technically Darth Vader himself is both light and dark. Started on the light side, went to the dark side. So, right? Grogu, okay. It's a good one too. Well, hopefully we can get your spot there, Keith. I think that the history, what I really wish they had done, because I thought it was awesome when they brought Darth Maul in the whole series here and they had that happening for a while. It was a huge thing when episode 1 came out and, oh, Darth Maul, like part of the Maul, great. I felt like they had such a good opportunity to talk about the history and what happens with the Mauls. Like, I just felt like they had such a good opportunity there, and they didn't capitalize fully on that. I was hoping that we'd get a Star Wars movie, like, here's what happened with Darth Maul, and this is, like, he's the star character of this, whatever, but just didn't happen. I was hoping that that would happen, but it never did. Nice. That's awesome, Jeff. See, like, I feel like they could have done an entire series just dedicated for Darth Maul, but it, they didn't. They had such a good opportunity to do it, too. If they did it now, okay, it still might be cool. I just don't think that they did it at the right time, if they choose to do it at all at this point, but we will see. Eight full spots, 10 fillers left in Star Wars. 3 full spots in round 2 of bracket breaks. 10 full spots in our Kaboom hunt, in our half case. Again, if you are just tuning in and you are a member here on the channel, we do have 2 new emotes. We have the bounty emote with the little wanted poster number XX, and we have our little fingernail chewing smiley face sweating right there in case we have to have our sweat card. Who's it gonna be? How's it going, Kane Train? Welcome in. Kane, I want to know, because I know that you got your manga on your birthday, are you grading it? Are you just keeping it in the one touch? What are you doing with your manga? Nice. Such a good card. I that is probably, of all of the cards that I've pulled, it's definitely not the most expensive card, but it is probably one of my favorite pulls, if not the favorite pull that I've ever gotten. Who who do you think you're gonna grade with, Kane? Do you have a preference on grading companies? Nice. I would say, especially for TCGs right now, and One Piece in particular, because of the quality of work that Bandai does on their cards, I think that going BGS in order to get a black label is probably the way to go. Just the black labels, BGS black labels, you cannot top those. Even if you get one, the fact that it's a black label, there might be 10. You might get, if you don't get those out early, you might get one later on, but I don't know if there ever has been, or if there ever will be a card that has even 100 black labels. Meanwhile, you go to PSA, getting a PSA 10, there's thousands of cards with those. That's just why I like to go that way. And I think because of Bandai specifically, the amount of effort and care that they put into producing those cards, I feel like they have the highest chance to get BGS 10s. Oh, yeah, there you go, Keith. Speaking of which, oh, I have something. I got some mail today. It was while I was out at coffee. So, I saw that, Jeff. They look good. That Darth Maul looks awesome. But yeah, I got something, so we're going to open it. Ooh, I'm excited. And I'm being completely honest, I don't know what it is. I pre-order so much stuff through Bondi, I have no idea. I do know that it's going to be One Piece, but other than that, I don't even know. So we're gonna all find out together. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Premium Card Collection. Best Selection Volume 3. Let's see what they are. Oh yeah, that would not be good, right, Kane? Oh, these are awesome. Yeah, I'm a fan. That ace card looks super cool. You all know by now, I'm sure. There's the Luffy. There's AJ's favorite. Let's see. Oh, well, maybe AJ likes this one. Yeah, the artwork on these, amazing. Super cool. That's probably my favorite card. Even though I collect Luffy, that ace, that looks awesome. Super cool. Where do I get them? I pre-order them through Bondi. So whenever they have their special drop, I register to be on their email list. They say, oh, we're going to drop new One Piece. And I say, yes, please, tell me. And so then I go and I pre-order. Those are awesome, though. Kind of wish I had One Piece today. Now that that came in, I really wish that I was going to open that up. I want to go for God Pack. Kane, I blame you. Ever since pulling that manga, I have manga fever now. That's all I want to do is open more One Piece, try to get that. So I don't have OP11 yet, Kane. What I'm waiting for, today was supposed to be the original release day of Extra Booster number 2, or EBO2. But it got delayed until next week, and then just yesterday it got delayed again another week. So now it's not set to drop until May 9th. I'm hoping it comes May 9th, but yeah, we'll see. At this point, I'll just be happy whenever it gets here, but I really can't wait to open EBO2, and I definitely plan to have a break, maybe a couple breaks with that thing. It is, isn't it, AJ? Kane, I was hoping that it was going to be here, and then we just got more and more notifications that it's getting delayed. And because of that, I feel like I am now going to order another box of Premium Booster number 1, and then we'll do that. And baby number 5, OPO5, We'll see if we can do that. But I was like, oh, it'll be good. No, sorry, delay. And now I kind of wish I ordered more One Piece. So I will have, it won't be here by Monday, obviously, but I will order One Piece and it will be here for next Friday. And then I don't know when premium, so Extra Booster or EB2 is coming out in the coming weeks here, sometime soon. But I also saw that they're making Premium Booster #2. That's supposed to be available pretty soon, and I don't remember what the release date was on that. I'd have to go back and check. It was in one of my emails somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. But if that is anything like Premium Booster #1, you can bet I will try my hardest to find a case of it, and we will have a case, not all at once, but we will open a case here on the channel, because if we can hit a God Pack again with all of the mangas after the last time, that'll be a fun chase. We're so close. Like we got about halfway through on Star Wars, got halfway through, and then we kind of stalled here. Let's see if we can keep it going. We're super close on the bracket break round 2, and then we're about a third of the way on the baseball. Out of people left in NFL draft, is there anybody that you're hoping your team picks up? Anybody, any position you want to play or want to hope for? Or what do you guys want? What are you looking for? For Patriots, definitely hoping we got a tackle here. I'm hoping we get a nice receiver. Honestly, since they traded away Joe Milton, which I think was a terrible idea. Since they did that, I hope they get a backup quarterback. Maybe not like starting caliber, quantity, anything like that, but I would like to have a very nice, reliable one. I don't think Josh Dobbs is the backup guy to go to. No offense, Josh, but I'm hoping we get somebody there. And I don't know. I guess probably a couple edge rushers, since the defense, they made a lot of changes this offseason. Steelers getting a running back. What's going on with the Steelers? Like, Le'Veon Bell, I feel like started the whole thing. Great running back. Wanted more pay. Didn't get it. Then you had these people following. They were I feel like each of the Steelers running backs, they were good for 1, maybe 2 years. And then they just kind of fall off the face of the planet. Like, what happened? You were awesome. And now you're not doing anything. We're so close. What can we do? What can we do to get one of these going? Let's do. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Number 1. For all of our triple and home run members, we are going to do a member spot in round 2 basketball. So that means there's only 2 left in that one. But round 2 of basketball, we are going to do a member spot. Weird. I don't know, Jeff. It's interesting. See, I mostly remember McFadden being on Oakland, not on the Steelers. So we got our member list. One of these spots is going to get a full spot in round 2 of bracket break. So there's 2 full spots left there. We're going to get that one going today, if nothing else. Okay. I was trying to figure it out. I was questioning myself for a little bit. I was like, I really remember McFadden on Oakland, but I don't remember him on the Steelers. 2 minutes. I kept trying. I was like, did I really just miss his complete career on the Steelers? I mean, there was Warren, there was because I know James Warren did pretty well. He was the one after Le'Veon, wasn't he? Or was that somebody else? I don't know. Steelers aren't my team. What do I know? We got Dwayne up there with the kind of silly looking dino. Maybe that's a good sign. The Triceratops with cane train. I never thought of them as a fast dino. Maybe they'll surprise me using some of that Sonic the Hedgehog luck being a blue dino. Jana's there, fallen back. Also with the pink dino here. Philip G kind of hanging out towards the back. And then Kendrick is now fallen back there too. We'll see who's going to take it. Kendrick's moving on up again. Everybody's fallen back except for the pink dino at Jana. Staying in the middle, taking the lead. 10 seconds left though. Kendrick's moving up. Phillip's moving up. Philip G. P. D. Wheatstra. You in chat here? Congratulations. Getting a full spot into basketball. Two left in that one. We are down to 2. Oh no, Philip G. Sorry, Philip. Paul B is who I was thinking of. Again, I blame the sickness. You in chat though, Philip. Looks like we are down to 9 in baseball. Baseball. Bowman is supposed to come out 2 weeks. So close. Feel like we need to play a game. I'm going to tell you guys because the plan today was to have games set and ready to go in the chat so that you all could play in there. But I was sick. I was sick and I didn't get that far. So what we're going to do instead is all right. We got 6 dice, 12 in chat here. The closest number out of these dice is going to get $10 store credit. I want to play a game. We're going to make it fun. So anything between 6 and 36, get your votes in. We're going to play a game. We'll give you a minute. Get your votes, a number between 6 and 36. Somebody is going to win $10 store credit. I was really bummed. I thought I was going to have time to do that this week, and the powers of the earth said, nope, sorry. Don't see anybody else typing in the chat here, so do a cutoff line. And good luck. Just like Yahtzee. I'm gonna touch this one. You can see off camera. 6, 12, 18, 23, 27, 28. Kane getting his vote in at the last second. Just kidding, Kane. Good try though. Josh Lewis, 2 off, and then I see Bob's ball cards 4 off. So Josh is going to win $10 store credit. Congratulations. Add that to your account right now. Congratulations. Fun stuff. I will say again that the plan was to have more games available to play for all of you. I was down and out. That was a pretty good roll. I will say, that was not a bad roll. That is now in your account, Josh. There you go. And it looks like we are down to 1 spot in basketball. So I'm going to set the Star Wars aside. We'll save that one for a little bit. It looks like we're going to do some basketball. Thank you all if you've gotten in so far, or congratulations if you got in from the previous round. But one spot left in basketball, and then that's the one we're going to do. Yep. Let me grab that stuff. One, two, and one. That is what we're going to run next, it appears. B. I'm going to show you the list just so you can see who's in this one. From the first round, we have a JTS and a Dwayne getting in. Then we have Adam S buying 2, MG with 1, Brad C with 1, Philip G getting the member spot. And then from the from the last break, D, we have Adam S and MG getting in. So one more spot, and then we're going to run this basketball. I appreciate you all for hanging out and jumping in here. And it looks like we're sold out. Tyler D jumping in. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler grabbing the last one after this runs. So big news, after this runs, we can put up round 3, which will be 1 box of Totally Certified and 3 boxes of Donruss International. That should be a fun one. Tons of numbered cards. And that's all going to the last round for the big prize. But thank you all for getting this one filled. I'm going to set that here. And oops. Come on, computer, go. There we go. Just making sure it didn't freeze. It looks like the stream is still going. My computer just kind of like, wait, you want me to do what? Okay. So there you have it, names and numbers. Tyler D grabbing the last spot. We are going to randomize our names first, and then we are going to do the numbers. Here's what we have. Let's head over to our random. Good luck. 13 times. Last time, Adam S up top, Dwayne H down at the bottom. Serial number coming next. Good luck, everyone. 6 times. One up top. Wow, it's not often that you see the spot stay there. It was there last round too. 1 up top, down to 2 at the bottom. Brad C getting 0, Adam S getting the 1 spot, Dwayne H getting 2, JTS with 3. All of these spots coming from the first round right there. Adam S getting 4, Philip getting 5, MG with 6, MG with 7 from the first round. Tyler, you got 8, and Adam S, you have 9. How's it going, Sam? Welcome in. Nice. Well, hey, I'm happy to hear that you got a new job. I hope that you are still enjoying it and having some fun there. But thank you all getting this one filled. If you want to trade, now's the time. Feel free to talk trades. Otherwise, we're going to get this one going. Bounty number, we are looking for 10. We have a ton of numbered stuff coming out of these boxes. That shouldn't be super hard to get, but we'll see. You never know. We've seen some pretty crazy bounties that just continue to grow. I don't see anyone talking trades here, though. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So good luck. Last time we opened these 2 boxes. Each box had a card numbered to 25, as well as a bunch of other numbered stuff. We'll see if we can do the same thing here. Good luck. What a crazy numbered auto. That's what I'd like to see. The paper stuff, I'll show you all of the cards. Not necessarily going to read all of the paper card names also. Bryce Sensabaugh going to the 2, and Jaden Hardy 46 out of 99. That's going to be the first number going to the 6th spot, MG. And then we have Andrew Nimard. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. 90 out of 99, Brad C. Of course, we saw it happen before. You never know what your chances are here. 90 is not an easy one to beat, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. So good luck. There's those 2. And I gotta go grab some more top loaders because there's no more there. I'll be right back. How's it going, Jared? Jared, you changed your little picture there. I'm used to seeing the red with your name, but first I was like, oh, I've got a new symbol. It's Jared. I hope you're having a great day so far. Hopefully a nice start to your weekend. All right, next pack. Duncan. Again, no way I'm going to read all of these, especially today. We got Zach Risache going to the 3. Base Desmond Bain. Jaden Ivey going to the 9. There's Emma. Emma's in here too. Okay, nice. I cannot say the same thing here, Jared. It has been all day. The storm has been moving in. So it's cooled off constantly throughout the day. Been very windy, and actually it's very dark outside right now, which is kind of weird to see at 4:30 in the afternoon, but it is dark. It has been nice, though. We have a wind chime in our backyard. So it has been nice to listen to that all day. Nikola Jokic going to the 8. Tyler Kolek to the 4. And Terrence Mann. Wow, 5 out of 49 going to the 5 spot. The free member spot, Philip G. Sorry, MG, that's going to knock that one out there, but Philip, you now have the low number. We'll see if it holds. Mike, so you want Tim Salmon and Mike Trout tattoo? That's not a bad tattoo. I had so much fun watching the highlight reels of Tim Salmon. Actually, it's funny because, so trout and salmon, right? Obviously the fish, but went to the grocery store today just to get some half and half, nothing crazy, but they had very nice salmon pulls for sale, like 50% off at the grocery store. I was like, why? That's probably why they're for sale, is they want to get them out of there, but who goes to the grocery store looking for salmon fishing poles? I almost bought one. I was like, well, the kids have been asking. Might be kind of fun. How's it going, JoJo? Tyler Kolek going to the 3. Anthony Edwards on the Skyview going to the 1. And Tim Duncan going to the 7. Oh yeah, but is that not the tattoo that you were talking about getting, Jared? Was the Tim Trout or the Tim Salmon and Mike Trout tattoo? Or are you talking about your new picture is the one that you're going to get? Let's see. Yow. Heart, lively. Coming up, Devin Carter on the 1. Oh, okay. This is the one tattoo you're getting. Okay, that makes more sense. So Devin Carter, hollow, going to the 1 spot, Adam S. And then we have Anthony Davis. Wow. 97 out of 99. Going to MG. And Pascal Siakam. Okay, nice. Jeff, do you have a fish tattoo? I know, right, Cane Train? You had 90. It was nice. Don't worry, though. We still have 2 Donruss International boxes. Those are out of 125. It's not over until it's over. Last pack from the blaster. Hope Mark O is not in here because he very well can tell you that it indeed is not over until it's over. Steph Curry going to the 6. Jaren Jackson Jr. going to the 3. And Grayson Allen going to the 4. Oh, I love koi fish. So fun. I would love to have a koi pond back here. However, there are too many raccoons. There used to be more koi ponds actually in the neighborhood here. But the raccoons kept getting in and eating all the koi. So, I don't know if it would be safe unless I could somehow put it in like an outdoor aquarium type thing or something. I love koi though. I know, those trash pandas, right? Go 3 from the back. I believe that's the right number again. Jimmy Butler for the 3. Julius Randle for the 0. DeAndre Hunter for the 5. Ron Holland, 6. Devin Carter to the 0. Sure wish we didn't have to flip every card here. Antonio Reeves for the 2. Rob Dillingham for the 4. And our numbered card, Devin Vassell, 91 out of 125. And then we have Chris Murray for the 3 on the purple. And Jason Tatum Unleashed, 29 out of 55 going to Adam S. Nice card here. Right in the middle of those numbers. That one is not going to move on, but nice hit. Devin Vassell, the 1 spot, which actually happens to be Adam's spot from round 1, is now currently in the lead. Got it on the first round, moved to the second round, currently winning the second round. We'll see if he holds on to go to round 3. They took a running back? Oh, why? I don't know. It's not the pick that I would have hoped for them, but thanks for the update, Kane. De'Aaron Fox for the 6. Kyle Lowry for the 3. Ivica Zubac going to the 8. Jalen Wells for the 5. A.J. Mitchell for the 8. Matas Buzelis, nice team color here, for the 0. And Darren Holmes for the 3. Numbered card, 114 out of 125. Going to the 4 spot, Adam S. Ayo Desumu going to the 3. And Emmanuel Quickly going to the 8. So Adam, you have now taken your spot from Adam. Let's see how well that one holds up. I know people think it's kind of crazy. Like I said, I don't know. I don't think Shedder he's definitely an athlete, good player. I just don't know how well it's going to go to the NFL. We'll see. Ooh, we got one of the international optic previews. Those cards are nice. Max Struess for the 0. Franz Wagner for the 9. Marvin Bagley the 3rd. Going to the 6. Adam Bona for the 5. Jared McCain, nice one there. Going to the 8 spots. Dylan Jones for the 0. And Donovan Klingen, nice team color, going to the 3. Got a blue coming up. Bradley Beal, 66 out of 85. That's going to be the 6 spot MG. Nikola Topic for the 8. And Bobby Klintman as the rookie going to the 7. MG. Couple nice ones for you there, MG. Last pack of the first box. One more to go after this. I don't know what else has gone in the store yet, if anything, but let's see if we can get the Star Wars running. Daniel Gafford, spot card number 1. Gigi Jackson, number 4. Chet Holmgren, what a difference he's made coming back in the playoffs. Going to the 2 spot. Jamal Shed for the 6. Zach Risache. Nice one here. Going to the 9, that's Adam S. Cam Christie. Going to the 1. Ryan Dunn. Going to the 4. 52 out of 125, Dwayne. Right in the middle, you got the stars parallel of Jeremy Grant. Then we have Deontay Murray for the 0. And Tyler Hero going to the 3. Love how many numbered cards you can get out of these boxes. Of course, obviously not all of them are star players, but if that was the case, that would be crazy. These boxes would be going crazy. It's not that often that you can get this many numbered cards for not a super expensive product. Nice, there you go, Jared. See a blue coming up. Marcus Sasser, 9. Nasreed, 1. Josh Hart to the 8. We got Kevin McCullough Jr. going to the 8. Khalil Ware, nice team color, good a rookie hit here for the 1. And how about a Bronny James Jr.? That one is going to be the 3 spot, GHS. Tristan Newton going to the 6. And RJ Barrett, 75 out of 85, Philip G. Grant Williams on the purple. going to the 2. And we got a blue Unleashed Scion 64 out of 99 going to Adam. These cards are so fun. All right, we're looking at for a card to beat 5 or 114. So we need lower than 5 or higher than 114. I think you might be right on that one, Jared. Nicholas Batum going to the 1. Kason Wallace going to the 5. Austin Reeves for the 3. Nikola Topic to the 8. Jacoby Walter going to the 1. Tristan De Silva for the 3. And Terrence Shannon Jr. going to the 6. This card looks awesome. You can actually see all the stars with the silver background here. I'm in this for the cards just like most of you. Look at this card. No, it's not something super expensive, but just looks nice. 71 out of 125 going to Adam. Dennis Schroeder on the purple going to 2. And RJ Barrett going to 7. Two more packs. Will we see anybody dethrone the 4 or the 5? Sadiq Bey going to 3. Karis LeVert going to 0. Jordan Clarkson going to 7. Eves Missy going to 7. Zach Eady going to the 9. Tyler Smith going to 2. Cam Spencer. I see a couple Cam Spencers coming up. That's the 5 spot. Philip G. Og Ananobi. 78 out of 85 going to Tyler G. Our purple, we got Cam Spencer again going to the 5. And Antonio Reeves on the white velocity optic preview going to the 2. Going to Dwayne. One pack to see if anybody is going to beat 5 or 114. Good luck. Here we go. Colin Sexton for the 5. Desmond Bain for the 2. Jeremy Grant for the 9. Interesting. We'll see how that works, right, Kane? Dalton Connect for the 7. Tyler Colick for the 9. AJ Johnson to the 2. There's a nice Stephen Castle for the 4. Adam, that 4 spot's doing pretty good. Kristaps Porzingis on the purple for the 6, and a second purple. Interesting for the 6. Pretty sure that was supposed to be the numbered card. That's going to go to the 7 on the Bradley Beal. So we do have our 2 spots, and moving on. 114 out of 125. That's going to be Adam. And 5 out of 49 going to Philip G. A very quick recap. The Blues are out of 85. We got 78. Antonio Reeves for the 2. Sadiq to the 1 spot. To the 5. To the 4. Nice Zion. To the 2, Jeremy Grant. 6, Bradley Beal. Clintman to the 7. Vassell to the 1. Anthony Davis to the 7. Jason Tatum to the 9. We have our foils here to the 6, Jaden Hardy. And to the 0, Andrew Nemard. But the 4 spot and the 5 spot are moving on to the next round. Thank you all for getting that one filled. Getting in, I'm actually really excited for round 3. Again, that is the first one with totally certified. We all know those boxes are loaded. Copy the names. We're gonna do a how about, I know you all like the food race, so we're gonna do a food race here. Winner of this one is going to get $10 store credit. Three, 4, 5. Good luck. Here we go. There you go, Kane. You got that one. Right? Exactly. That's why I was laughing. It's funny. That probably means you're going to win the $10 store credit. Although Philip got the hot dog also. Which hot dog is going to win? Let's see. 8 seconds to go. Tyler D with the sandwich winning that race. Tyler, you're going to get $10 store credit. I mean, we could change it up and say, although you had a sandwich, Tyler, you're the winner of that race. Bounty is going to move up from $30 to $40. Tyler, you now have that added to your account. 40 here. Okay, we have 8 full spots in Star Wars, 10 fillers left in Star Wars also. 9 full spots left in that baseball. Every spot does have a chance at a Kaboom. And then we have, I'm just putting it in the store right now, round 3 for our bracket breaks is now active. 1 box totally certified, 3 boxes Donruss International. We're still looking for a case hit out of Donruss International. I'm hoping we find an around the world autograph. Be nice to get a 1/1 Luka or a 1/1 Jokic auto. That would be fun. So got that case hit going, and then hopefully out of baseball we can find a Kaboom. All right. Has anybody gotten any optic blasters, megas? Have you opened them? Did you get a downtown? Anything exciting? TJ Sanders. Phone's just sending me the notification now that the Patriots took a running back. A little bit late, but you know, we got better sources right here in the chat. What do you guys want to run next? You know I'm excited. Of course, the thing with bracket breaks, the later you go, the more expensive they get. So you do have your chance to get in early at a cheaper spot. But the next round 3, $80 a spot, 6 spots available. But that one is now in the store, does have a totally certified. Even the Panini prospects, Emma? I mean, I can't wait for Bowman myself, but I guess I wouldn't be as interested in these if they didn't have a Travis Bazzana, but since they do, I am very interested. I just want to get an auto of him. If I get a Kaboom too, super cool, but I really want to get a Travis Bazzana auto. I'm going to keep trying, we'll see. I know, I was kind of disappointed. Bowman doesn't even have Bazzana this year. I was really hoping they would, but they do not. Oh well. I do like that they added the spotlights this year so that they include the veterans also. I think that's a good addition. Good question, Couch. I will show you right here. So these are the teams that have Kabooms out of the product, not including Roki Sasaki. Not Roki, Rintaro. All of his cards will be randomed if we get the Kaboom of him. All of his cards are going to be randomed as one lot to everybody in the break. So one spot will get his cards, but these are the teams that do have Kabooms over on the left here. And then these are the teams that don't, but Houston does have a Kaboom. Let's see if I pull up. Here is the checklist. See it? So that's the checklist right here. Now here's the Kabooms, but Houston is... Oh, how does Houston... They don't. Interesting. Maybe I missed that too. So what we would do, let's see. Well, I guess the best solution for this case would be if it's a Rintaro Sasaki Kaboom for everybody who bought in, because all spots are guaranteed a Kaboom. I'm not going to take that away. If there is a Rintaro Sasaki Kaboom, that will go to the Houston spot. And yeah, that's how we'll do it. They do want every spot to have a chance. I don't know how I added, what was I looking at? I must have been checking some other, maybe I was looking at domination or something. Interesting. Well, how did I think Houston was here? Okay, well, what we will do is Rintaro Sasaki will go to Houston. No, you didn't mess me up at all. You saved me, Couch, so I appreciate it. I don't know what I was looking at, honestly. Again, I did have to make this when I was sick, so I definitely am in a fog. My brain is not fully working here, but I don't know how I didn't cast that one. So I do appreciate it. I'm going to update the listing now in the store. And at least it's not a complicated fix. So that is nice. There we go. The listing is now updated. That is corrected. So still, every spot does have a Kaboom chance. Rentaro Sasaki will go to Houston. All right, so we have, I think, just 8 spots left in baseball. 8 spots in baseball, 8 full in Star Wars, 10 fillers left in Star Wars. We have 3 full spots in round 3. I mean, 6 full spots in round 3 of bracket breaks. You don't think Trey Lance is going to cut it there, Jared? Didn't he get cut anyways? Isn't Trey Lance off of the Cowboys now? What do you guys think? We're about halfway now in baseball, so 8 spots left. We'll do a half case. Case still sealed right here. Looking for a Kaboom. That's funny, Emma. If you guys wanted to run the full case today, Couch, I would be happy to just put up the second half immediately if you wanted to. I just figured if by doing it like the half case like this, it was a way to keep spots cheaper instead of having to say, I don't know, it'd be close to double. Probably, I want to say 60, not quite double, but it would have been about $60 a spot if we did it the way it is now as a full case. So I figured we'd do a half case. If we don't have a Kaboom, we'll just put up the other half. But if you guys want to run all of it today, we could do that. And if we did that, if you got in on the first half, I would just give you $5 off for the second half too. Yeah, I don't know, Keith. We'll see. We'll see who wants to get in here if we can get that one going. I would love to do Star Wars. Plenty of Star Wars coming up. We are getting close to Star Wars Day, so don't forget about that. There will be plenty of Star Wars coming up. They broke you. That's a good way to, I mean, that's a good reason though, Couch. That is a good way to do it. Now, if you wanted to, you could just say that you're getting all these for him. You never know. You get a Kaboom for him, especially if it's Bazana. Who knows what it'll be worth in 10 years, right? Can you imagine if you had, so say that this year that there was a Shohei Kaboom, because this was him coming up out of this Panini Prospects thing. When he's 10 years from now, can you imagine if that was a Shohei Kaboom? Would be crazy. Wow, you gotta watch those Easter bunnies, Jared. They say that they leave all the chocolate and all the toys and candies and stuff, but sometimes they don't only do that. They also take all the money too. It's happened. It happened here too. Nice. A Johnny Bench rookie? That's awesome. Super cool, Couch. That's so cool. I'm gonna say we'll give it 10 more minutes here. We'll see if we start to see some movement. If not, we will just leave these until Monday, and then we'll try again Monday, running everything there. I would not mind to keep going for you all. Again, we're halfway through baseball. We're more than halfway through Star Wars. Well, I guess with the fillers, we're halfway through Star Wars. Whatever you guys want to do. Next week, we will be doing One Piece because I'm tired of waiting. I keep thinking it'll be here and then it's not. So now that it's delayed a few weeks, we will do some One Piece. I'm guessing the premium booster. Unless you guys have something else you would like to run, we could also do OP10 if you wanted to do that. Emma, dogs are strange. Yes, I have seen that video, HA. Yes, I know. Thankfully, around here, the Tooth Fairy only gives a $1 bills, nothing else. Who's ready to run this box? What do y'all say? Number of orders. How do we want to try to do this? Let's... Well, we do have a giveaway to do. Down to 14 here. Robert, Bob's Ball Card wants to give away 2. Maybe we'll save that for the Monday stream, unless we get this Star Wars going. But I want there to be, like, if you're getting into Star Wars, if you already did get into Star Wars, or if you're present for that, I'd rather you be here, and hopefully Bob's here too, before we give those away. How many likes are we at? Do we have enough to give away something else here? 32. I mean, we're getting up there. We'll see if we can get to 50. But, guys, it looks like we might have stalled out here for today, which is fine. We can hold these spots. We'll run these on Monday. Halfway with baseball, halfway with Star Wars. We're close, so let's just see if we can close them out. Yeah. We'll see if we can close them out possibly on Monday. If we got, I'll stay on for a few more minutes here. I don't see a lot of action though, so if somebody wants to hop in, we'll try to close out baseball and Star Wars here. But if not, we'll just do it on Monday. Or if you guys really want to jump into basketball, we got more of these. I would love to run Star Wars, Keith. I know you would too. I would love to run it. We're going to have a bunch of it coming up. Lots of Star Wars coming on its way. Just got to get what's going here first. I see some votes for Star Wars. I mean, if you guys want to run it, get all your Star Wars fans. Hey, thanks for the giveaway, Bob. I don't know if you'll make it to the Monday night stream, but one way or the other, we'll give away those spots, and I'll make sure there's more people there. I appreciate you, so thanks for hopping in. It looks like we got some votes for Star Wars for tonight, though. I am very happy to run Star Wars tonight. We'll just see if we can get those spots moving. Does it, Emma? I mean, that was my birthday last year. I would like to say that it's been a long time, Emma, since I've had a birthday. So I feel like we have never had a Star Wars day before. I'm just going to say that. I see some votes here. Do we have people wanting to jump in? I see some more viewers hopping in. Happy late and early. Thank you, Emma. Yeah, you know, I'm just happy the Star Wars franchise has decided to celebrate my birthday a day early. You know, 5 o'clock. What do we have? Well, we'll save that one. We'll save that one. Anybody for Star Wars? Let me grab those again. Just a reminder, this break, it's not the whole box of Masterwork. It is going to be one of the mini boxes randomed with this dice right here. We have Star Wars High Tech. We have 2023 Star Wars Black and 2024 Star Wars Black. Keith, no worries. You know, if you're here and hanging out, even if you didn't get a spot, it's okay. These will run. We'll get them going, and so no rush, no hurry, anything like that. We keep growing slow and steady, though. The subscribers and everything keep going up. Hopefully, we can get enough people in here that things just start selling before we even go. We'll have a one break that we just have up there, and before we even try to go live or anything, it's already sold out. And by the time we get that one done, then the next one. It's a slow process. A lot of you have been here since the very beginning, which I highly appreciate. So I can't say enough about that. I just want to say thank you to that. But you were here when I didn't have all of the cameras set up. I didn't have a laptop, especially Emma. I know that you are very glad that those tablet days are gone. But we started with a camera, a phone camera. Back in the day, we used to run with this and nothing else, just a tablet. So here we are. We've made some progress. Think about where we started. Slow process. We keep growing slow and steady, though, every day. Where's the tablet? Actually, that is now what I use, Rasani, to see if the stream has died or not. So I got it going right here. But it's what I use to see whether or not there's slowing on the stream or if it's still going, anything like that. But exactly, Emma. I agree. It's so much easier for me also. I know that it's more easy. That's not how you say it. I know that it's easier for all of you to watch it too because it flows so much better. I don't have to worry so much about the lighting and how close it is and whether or not my phone is focusing on the screen, and you guys can see it all right here. So yeah, we've been doing Wife Wars now over 2 years. We're on 127. When I was thinking about that earlier when I was doing the editing for the video. Over 2 years that we've been doing Wife Wars. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, a lot of you guys have been here since the beginning, so I just appreciate it. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing the changes and the growth, and we're going to keep growing. We do keep growing, and eventually there will be a day. I don't know if there will be a day like Run or Hitman. If there is, I'm going to need a much bigger place. I'll just say that for now. But yeah, you know, one of those days we'll keep going and get to the point where, like I said, there's a break sold out before we go live, and then before that one is finished while we are live, the next break is running. Well, and you're still here, Couch. I must be doing something right if you guys are still hanging out with me. So very, very much do I appreciate it. So thank you for that. Oh, did he, Keith? Maybe somebody chose to donate them, would be my guess. Well, thank you, AJ. If that happens, you can guarantee I will have a card shop by that point in time. How's it going, Craig? Welcome in. Oh, okay, Keith. I would just send a message. I don't know if you follow him on Instagram or anything, or you could just send him an email through his store. So, okay, there you go. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Clinton. I love all of you. I love you all hanging out here, chatting away, talking about the draft, having fun. Oh, that's what we should do. I know football's been going kind of slow. I don't know if I'll be able to find football by Monday, though. That would be a challenge over the weekend. I was gonna say, I should just get some small football stuff. Too bad I don't have any optic coming or anything like that. The hobby boxes are crazy expensive, and the retail boxes are very, very hard to find. But I was gonna say, it would be really fun to do a 32 spot football draft style break. Just let you all draft your team and then we'll run it. But kind of cheap. Keeping it $30 to $50 somewhere in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything by Monday, though. That would be a challenge. Well, all, I don't see any further store action. So what we are going to plan to do, this one is going to stay up for Monday. We'll get this one going on Monday, and we'll do the baseball one on Monday. Both of those are halfway. If you know people who like Star Wars, tell them, let them know, have them hop in. But they're halfway gone, so when Monday comes, these are going to be our goals. We'll do the Star Wars and we'll do the baseball, and then we'll try from there. I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. It's been fun. I am going to go rest. I hope all of you stay healthy, though. Like, don't get sick. Don't get whatever this is. I know, right, Keith? Me too. I feel the pain, Keith. I feel the pain. But yeah, we'll run this and baseball on Monday. That's going to be our plan, and that's what we'll do. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you all later.